Hello there, Taurus, and thank you so much for joining my channel. This is Sasha from Bloom Chakra Healing Tarot. I'm delighted that you can join us today. We are here celebrating the beautiful new year, 2020, and I am bringing you a message of healing to support you through this 12/12 moon portal, which we are just past halfway, and we are approaching the amazing lunar eclipse on the 10th of January, and the portal will close on the 12th of January, but only to open to the new Saturn-Pluto corridor. So that's going to be a very exciting, very intense cycle. And as we go through this 12/12 moon portal, we are clearing our karma so that we can come out of this cycle with having let go of all those things that no longer serve us, that we no longer need, and we can just leave it in the past where it belongs. This beautiful reading today is looking at Taurus in the 3 decans. So Taurus and every other zodiac is split into 3, the 3 decans. If you are born between the 21st and the 30th of April, you are the 1st decan, and you have Mercury as your additional ruler as well as Venus. If you are born in the 2nd decan, Taurus, if you are born between May the 1st and May the 10th, you are the 2nd decan, and you have the Moon and Venus ruling over you, guiding you. And if you are born in the 3rd decan, you are born between the 11th and the 20th of May, and you have Saturn as an additional ruler to Venus. I bring you a range of different healing aspects today. We are using the throat chakra as our overarching guidance and energy today. This is actually a card from my Essential Earth Oracle Wisdom deck that I have designed, and it is a free download for you, and all the details of how to get it are in the description box below. Each of these cards in the Essential Earth Wisdom deck represent an essential oil or an essential oil blend in my range, my Bloom Healing range. And the throat chakra blend contains copaiba, which helps with pain relief, both emotional and physical, helps to soothe anxiety and soothe tense and nervous tension and nervous feelings. It contains peppermint, which helps open us to mental clarity, dispel negative thought forms and energies, and bring us focus. The throat chakra blend contains star anise, which is beautiful for the throat and the throat chakra, allowing for purification, meditation, and helping us bind ourselves to our own confidence, gain acceptance and self-love so that we can speak our truth. The blend contains lime for revitalizing, clarifying, and clearing spirit, clearing our mind and our body and our spirit energies. And last but not least, it contains Roman chamomile, which is essential for courage, releasing sore muscles, unlocking tired minds, bringing clarity of focus, and helping the brain be more alert. In ancient Greece and ancient Rome, warriors would take Roman chamomile to give them courage, possibly as a hot tea before battle. So those are the beautiful essential oils that are contained in the throat chakra blend, which is available from Bloom Healing, and all of the details are in the box below. Now, I am reading for you today with the Patch Tarot. Patch Tarot deck is your first set of cards, followed by the Egyptian Nefertari, You have a card from the Chakra Wisdom cards. And you have a beautiful animal spirit card to guide you through this moon portal. First of all, I shall pull some additional chakra healing cards for all of Taurus. This whole reading is for Taurus, even though we shall look in depth at your individual decan for the day that you were born. I also won't actually timestamp into the description box because I feel that there are messages for all Taurus within all of these readings. This is a general reading after all. If you do want some more particular energy readings for your own life, your own situation, then please do call me up for a private reading. Details of how to contact me are in the description box. If it does resonate with you, then I'm fabulously pleased. If it doesn't resonate with you, then chuck it out. You don't need it. Don't try and make it fit. I shall start by doing some readings from these two decks, which are the chakra reading cards and the energy spirit cards. But first and foremost, Taurus, please take a deep breath in with me. And let it out. And again. And release. And now we shall begin our reading. So first of all, we shall pull another chakra healing card. You already have the throat chakra healing. The first decan, we have all of the chakra crystals on the table today. We have, for the first decan, you have black obsidian, which is amazing for our root chakra. For the second decan, we have red jasper for the sacral chakra. And for the third decan, we have tiger's eye for the solar plexus chakra. We also have these two beautiful rose quartz and green adventurine for your heart chakra, which leads us up and up and up into the throat chakra, guarded by the beautiful lapis lazuli. And they are all sitting here for your highest good. So, beautiful universal spirits, what chakra healing do you have for our wonderful Taurus in this moon 1212 moon portal? This moon portal, as I just said. It is moon portal. We have lots of moons in this portal. I hope you're doing well, Taurus. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Beautiful start to this new year. There it goes. Bear with me a second. Okay. Spirits are alive today. We shall start that again. Beautiful chakra healing cards. What spiritual messages of guidance do you have to support the chakras for our lovely Taurus in this 1212 moon portal, January 2020? A card for their healing of their chakras in this beautiful journey of the 1212 moon portal. Thank you, spirits. I thought one was coming out then, but it popped back in again, so and there it is. Okay. The first card you have is family. Beautiful. Beautiful family of monkeys. It is the number 5. Perhaps there are 5 in your family. It is surrounded by the red of the root chakra, about stability, foundation, creation, family, physicality in the human realm, in the animal world, in this beautiful kingdom of earth. We'll put that there. Now we shall read for you from the Energy Spirit deck. Universal Spirits, what energy healing do you have for Taurus in this 12/12 moon portal as we zoom towards the lunar eclipse on the 10th and the closing of the portal on the 12th, opening to the Saturn-Pluto corridor on the 12th for the whole of this year, 2020. And there it is. Okay. And your energy reading card today is hostilities. Hostilities. Powerful energy. Number 26, breaking down to an 8, which is a beautiful card of a beautiful number of infinity. It is not to suggest that hostilities will go on through infinity. Oh no. I think this is representing the energy that has been around you, the energy that you've been fighting off, fighting through, coming through victorious. This character is a warrior. This character is strong. This character has already fought off many foes, and he looks ready, she could be ready to fight off anything else that was to come along. There's a lot of strength in this card, and it is surrounded by the yellow of the solar plexus chakra, which is your healing, of your strength, of your courage. We already had courage with the Roman chamomile, helping us find our voice, find our truth. So hostilities, whilst it may feel like a harsh or hard energy for us to be going through, Taurus, it is yet the overcoming of hostilities yet. So think about that. Think about what it is that may link these energies, family and the root chakra, hostilities and the solar plexus chakra, and the throat chakra. And we shall move on to, oh, I forgot to say that we are listening to 528 hertz, the love frequency, the miracle frequency, helping to repair our DNA at a cellular level and give us whole body, whole spirit healing. So let us move forward onto the cards. We shall move these here, and we shall look at the first decan of Taurus. So that those Taurus born in the first decan are born between the 21st and the 31st of April. And you have Mercury guarding over you as well as Venus. And you have black obsidian as your root chakra. So we've already had the root chakra come out. And this is an additional confirmation of supporting your root chakra with black obsidian. And we shall put that there, Taurus. And look at what the Patch Tarot has for you today. Your first card in the Patch Tarot is the 10 of Cups. What an amazing first energy to come out for you. It immediately makes me think of the family in that card here. Another family represents prosperity. It is the number 10. Number 10, the 10 of Cups, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It is a sign of Mars and a sign of Pisces. So you could be dealing with a Pisces, Taurus. You could have Pisces in your chart, or a Pisces in your family, perhaps. The next card to come out for you is the Seven of Wands. Courage. Beautiful. Seven of Wands, fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Also representing Mars and Leo. You could be dealing with a Leo. We've already seen courage come up several times already. Courage for your family, perhaps. Courage in a family situation. And we have Pisces and Leo on the table. Your third card is the Queen of Swords. Air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. She represents perspective, clarity of thought, clarity of mind, strength of purpose. Beautiful. I love these cards. The fourth card you have from the Patch Tarot is the Eight of Wands. More fire energy, more Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. The sign of shift. Sign of Mercury and Sagittarius as well. The Eight of Wands brings us round to... Thank you very much for your lovely comments. That's very sweet. Appreciate that a lot. So the Eight of Wands, it brings us into our power. It is our standing in our power, creating beautiful lightning strikes of energy that we've been creating, we've been building. You have the Eye of Horus here in the middle, showing your awareness is open, ready to receive. You've been working on something powerful. There's so much energy just bristling and tingling in this card. So we have Sagittarius, Pisces, Leo, and the Queen of Swords. Water, fire, and air on the table so far. The first card from the Tarot Nefertari for you, Taurus, those born between the 21st and the 30th of April, is the Four of Pentacles. Incredible. Fours are a very powerful number. They represent 1111. This person is holding up the bounty, the treasure that they have been creating. And it's going to sit here under the Ten of Cups. It is the first card of Earth on the table, the first card of Pentacles. Your card, Taurus. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Your second card is another Earth card, the Queen of Pentacles. Beautiful. Another Queen. We have the Queen of Swords and we have the Queen of Pentacles. I believe this is your energy, Taurus. She represents abundance, creation again. I'm going to sit her underneath the Queen of Swords. The third card you have is the Moon. Major Arcana. The Moon represents our masculine and our feminine energies with the black and the white dogs and the black and the white pyramids. The Moon is here because it is the 12/12 moon portal. It can represent something being concealed. Secrets maybe that have been hidden, perhaps for our highest good. It's going to sit here under the Seven of Wands, allowing us to find our courage. Our fourth card, Taurus, is the Three of Pentacles. You're really showing your energy here, Taurus. Three of Pentacles is beautiful, a celebration, a coming together with others. We have lots of signs on the cards already. Perhaps this is a celebration. Perhaps this is your family. Perhaps there are hostilities in the family at the moment that need mending and need healing. I sense that you are a bit of a peacemaker, a bit of a mediator, Taurus, helping to bring light and laughter into perhaps the more tense of the situations. And that sits under the Eight of Wands. It sits under shift, helping us shift to more light-hearted energy. Beautiful. So we have 3 Earth cards and the Moon on the lower level. And we had Pisces, Leo, Queen of Swords and Sagittarius. So maybe these signs mean something to you. Let us see what your card from the Chakra Healing deck is. It is service. Service to one's family. Service to our loved ones, our friends. It's time of caring. It is surrounded by the orange of the sacral chakra. Healing emotion. Healing past wounds, past hurts, past family disturbances. It could represent illness or death. And if this is something that you're going through, Taurus, I'm very sorry. I sense that whilst it is a hard time, it does bring families together, does make us really cherish what we have, make us cherish and nourish every single day. We never really know what's coming around the corner. And the best thing we can do is share our love and our light and our healing to help those who need it most. Beautiful. And now let us see what your animal spirit is for those Taurus born the 21st to the 30th of April. And it is the snake. You have the snake. Creation, birth, death, resurrection. The snake is one of our most powerful creatures. Brings us into knowledge. Brings us into a sense of ourselves. The everlasting cycle that goes round and round. Like the Ouroboros, the snake eating itself. This is a kind of snake witch person. Very powerful. Brings healing. The snake's venom is so dangerous to some and yet an antidote to others. I've always loved that. And I shall read you the snake's message. The symbology of the snake is transformation, healing, sexuality, and rebirth. The snake has been given numerous symbolic qualities over time and across cultures, from sexual, compassionate, and clairvoyant qualities to the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Poisonous snakes have been associated with transformation and healing in many Native American belief systems. The poison is thought to activate primal energies, which, if manipulated correctly, can cure rather than kill. In the Middle Eastern epic Gilgamesh, a serpent acquires the flower of everlasting youth, which allows it to shed its skin and be reborn. This painting, entitled Rattler, is of a snake dancer. It represents a character from Buffalo Gals, Won't You Come Out Tonight? A story written by Ursula K. Le Guin and illustrated by Boulay. Boulay developed this whole beautiful deck, and Ursula K. Le Guin is an incredible author, one of my favourite authors. So there could be some messages in there, could be some messages to go and look for Ursula K. Le Guin's books. Could be a time to think of our everlasting youth. How can we preserve that? How can we preserve our everlasting youth? And there is only one way: to live ever in the moment, always in the present moment, enjoying every second, dancing like we think no one's looking, loving like we hope everyone's looking in our direction to receive our healing. It's beautiful. There's a lot of cards of healing here. You had service and healing. You are a very healing energy in this time, Taurus. All of these cards represent healing. I mean, especially the earth cards. These cards, she is transmuting healing. This person creates celebration, laughter where it's needed, bringing light-hearted energy into the darkness, creating that shift from the Eight of Wands, and filling each one of these 10 of Cups with courage. This is very lovely, very spiritual, Taurus. I feel you are doing a lot of healing for your family. This really comes through. You may well be dealing with one of these elements of fire, air, water, and earth. You had Leo above the Pentacles. You had Pisces. I've just realized you had Pisces above the moon. The moon is Pisces. Pisces is the moon, represented by the moon in the tarot. So this is very strong representation of Pisces here. Maybe you are working with, coming together in union with a Pisces. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel like this is your energy, Taurus. You are the queenly energy in both. Doesn't have to be male or female. It's the masculine and feminine that inhabits us all. And you have Sagittarius and Leo. Two fire signs, bookending the reading. Courage and shift. Courage we have seen already very strongly here with the hostilities. And I think the throat chakra reminds us that it's important to speak our truth, but sometimes we need to be careful what we say. Sometimes it isn't always the time and the place for every kind of truth. Sometimes when you're moving through hostilities with family, truth comes out and it's hard and it hurts. And sometimes that can clear these hidden energies, these hidden emotions that are brewing away under the surface, and they just need to be released. So think about that as we go through this portal of karma clearing. What things need to be said, and what things perhaps need to be said in a softer, lighter, more loving way. What's going to serve your ultimate outcome at this time? because ultimately it's about healing and being together in harmony. Beautiful. So we shall move forward into the second decan of Taurus. Those born between the 1st and the 10th of May, you are the second decan. And you have the moon as an additional ruler as well as Venus. Those born between the 1st and the 10th of May, these cards are for you. And you have a piece of beautiful red jasper for your sacral chakra, your emotions, guarding over your cards at this time. Your first card is Justice, sign of Libra, major arcana, bringing balance to the world, bringing balance to every situation, every element within yourself. You are balancing at this time. Balancing fire and earth, air and water and ether. Beautiful. Beautiful first energy, balance. Your second energy is the Queen of Wands. Incredible. Fire sign, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. Passionate, represents passion, all that fiery energy. You could be dealing with a Leo, an Aries or a Saggy, and a Libra. Your third card from the Patch Tarot is the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands, representing struggle and even hostility. Sign of Leo, sign of Saturn. The number 5. Card of contrast. Fives are always a card of contrast. They allow us to illuminate what we don't want so that we can move closer towards what we do want. There's this one figure in the card who's slightly higher up than the other ones, and it really feels like they are overcoming and gaining victory in this struggle. And it's the sign of Leo. And your fourth card is the Chariot. More major arcana. This is the sign of Cancer. And the sign of motion, of moving quickly, moving determined and confident towards what we are after, our goals, our aims, our purpose. Spirit is driving these beautiful creatures forward for your highest good. So we have Libra, we have Leo, and we have Cancer on the table. And we also have the Queen of Wands, who is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. The first card you have from the Tarot Nefertari is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is ultimate wish fulfillment in love, passion again, more passion, Taurus. Cups are full of emotion. Some of these cups are upside down, but not in a broken, spilled way, but just pouring over these characters, spilling down upon them. Love raining down from above. The sign of the number 9 is wish fulfillment, ultimately. And it sits under justice and balance. The second card you have is the 8 of Pentacles. Abundance. Abundance growing on this tree. Something caught in my throat then. Something in my throat chakra. Something caught in my throat because this card came out, the Eight of Pentacles. There's a lot of wine in this card. This character is picking grapes so that they can make wine. Perhaps there's something about drinking, Taurus. Perhaps there's some codependency, some addiction that needs to be cleared out and cleansed. Perhaps there's been a lot of drinking this holiday season. Something to be thinking about a little bit, thinking of your health, your own healing. The next card you have is the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man. A sign of water and air and water and fire. It is the number 12, breaking down to a 3. Major Arcana. Represents hanging out, really. Waiting gently, calmly, for the messages we need from the universe to appear. Not being hasty, not rushing into a decision, but knowing that the right decision will come to you when it is needed. And it sits under the struggle card, the 5 of Wands, the Leo card. So you could be about to make a decision about a Leo. You could be pondering that. That could be the struggle that you're going through. Your 4th card is the King of Wands. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and we already have the Queen of Wands here. So we have a divine couple on the table here, Taurus. Fiery, passionate about each other. I'm going to sit them together. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Very fast-moving energy, very serious, committed, confident energy. It is Leo, after all, and we have Leo represented here. It is Leo and Aries specifically. The Queen is Aries, the Queen of Wands is Aries, and the King of Wands is Leo. Let's have a look what your chakra healing card is. Gratitude. Beautiful. Gratitude for life, for love, for creation, for pregnancy. We have the card of family here already. The number 5 of family. And we have the number 5 of struggle too. Obviously, childbirth is a struggle. Bringing up children is a struggle. Raising a family in difficult times is a struggle. 2 5s do obviously add up to a 10, which is completion, birth, and remembering to be grateful at each step of the journey. That is what makes the struggle easier to cope with, easier to manage. To be truly grateful for every day that we have with our loved ones. To be grateful that we have opportunities, that we have choices to choose from. That we have our health. That we have healing within us and healing to offer to others. these beautiful 2 heart chakra stones. They sit under the family card, rose quartz and green aventurine, sit under these cards of family and hostility. And here we have family and hostility represented again, but beautifully with this gratitude that no matter what struggle or hostility you're going through, finding peace, finding that moment to genuinely give thanks, even for the hard times, even for the struggles, because actually that's what makes life worth living. There would be no sense of beauty and peace and light in the world if there wasn't darkness for us to struggle through and come through and make it out on the other side. Only through that contrast, through the number 5, do we find what we don't want and move towards what we do want. And that is why the light and the dark always accompany each other. They do not live without one another. So even be grateful for the hard times because they shape us into who we are. And they make us feel blessed for every beautiful moment, every rainbow that appears after the rain, and helps us to enjoy a new day together. Let us read your beautiful animal spirit card. Your animal spirit in this 12/12 moon portal for those born the 1st to the 10th of May, Taurus in the 2nd decan, is the beautiful coyote spirit. Gorgeous. Look at that fire. More fire, Taurus. More fire, confirming the King and Queen of Wands already on the table. Coyote spirit. I mean, they're all so spiritual, these animals, these guides of ours. This human world is nothing without our animal companions. They help us with animal medicine, healing. They never have any judgment, no lenses, no filters. They just see with love and they just act with love in harmony with nature. I shall read you your coyote spirit. It's written the other way round, so I'm going to have to hold him a little bit upside down at the moment. Perhaps he's burrowing into the ground looking for food. Coyote spirit symbolizes transformation, creation, cunning, and good fortune. The coyote often embodies the trickster, a mischievous but heroic supernatural being that uses magic, cunning, or deception to achieve its ends. Most Native American tribes of the Pacific Northwest claim the coyote to be their creator. In some legends, the coyote forms the different peoples of the land from the various sections of the great beaver, which it has slain. Perhaps he's looking for a beaver. The Plains Indians also regard the coyote as a teacher and a magician. In all of its roles, the coyote is a benevolent figure who intentionally or unintentionally helps to restore balance and order. The rather pensive coyote woman in this painting, entitled Coyote Woman Waits, is a character from Buffalo Gals Won't You Come Out Tonight? A story by Ursula K. Le Guin and illustrated by Boulay. The last card we had was from the same story. And actually the energy of the snake from the last set of cards is the same kind of energy that you have with the coyote spirit. Creation, rebirth, providing for family, passionate, fast-moving, cunning and sly, but only because it allows it to survive away from the other predators that might come after it, and allows it to find its food and find its dinner and feed its young. It's a beautiful card. Sitting under the moon as well. All this fiery energy under the moon, like the sun and the moon together. And I love that you have all this fire. And you know, the number 8, another thing I've noticed, the number 8 of the 8 of Pentacles sits under the number 8, the Chariot. 2 signs of infinity, the life cycle, birth, death, resurrection, motion, the motion of the coyote, moving fast towards what you want. I think you're moving towards, I think there is definitely a union here between the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It doesn't have to be a fire sign, could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, but you had Libra bringing balance, and you have Cancer. So you also have water and air represented here. And you have the Hanged Man, who represents air and water and fire. The bird represents the air. The hangman hangs upside down in the air. Not in this card so much, but I believe perhaps that it is the bird who is the hanging man in this image, in this imagery. But I really feel like there's so much sense of creation here. Birth, family, pregnancy. If you are pregnant, or you are about to become a mother or a father, or you have just, then congratulations. Beautiful new life in this new year, in this moon portal of 1212 in the year 2020. An auspicious time to be born. And I see lots of energy of blooms and blossoming. So gorgeous. All these flowers representing new life. And that decision that you're going to make when the time's right, when the moment strikes. The only thing to do is sit in gratitude, sit and give thanks and give praise. Give praise for every moment, for every meal, for every drop of water that nourishes your garden, that nourishes your family, that nourishes your body. Time to look after those plants that have been in the garden, getting a bit chilly over the winter if you live in the Northern Hemisphere, that is. I'm in London, England here. If you are in America, you are also in the Northern Hemisphere and you have been going through the winter. So time to look after those plants, look after that garden, whatever it is you're growing, nurturing, giving life to. And you bring balance and peace and gratitude to every step that you take. The hangman and the justice and the balance and the gratitude is a beautiful energy. Even though there's this fiery passion bubbling underneath for this, I believe it could well be an air sign. I think perhaps the motion and the water, well, we do have the 9 of Cups. Yeah, there is quite a lot of water here actually. So I'm going to say it's a water sign. And it could also be a fire sign. But fire and water are the 2 balances of the scales. So take it how it resonates. And be blessed on this beautiful journey for your family, Taurus. And with that, we shall move forward to the 3rd decan of Taurus. those born between the 11th and the 20th of May, you are the third decan, and you have Saturn guarding over you, Taurus, as well as beautiful tiger's eye for the solar chakra, solar plexus chakra, which indeed is also a stone and colour, the colours and the stone of Saturn. Let's see what the spirits have to say for you. Your first card from the Patch Tarot, the Princess of Swords, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, perhaps a younger energy than yourself, Taurus, representing creative energy, manifestation. The second card you have is another air sign, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords represents confusion. It is also a card of Gemini and Jupiter. Jupiter and Saturn are brothers. They have only the highest good for you. So 2 air signs on the table already. And you have a third air sign. This feels very like confirmation, if you ask me, Taurus. Those Taurans born between the 11th and the 20th of May, you are absolutely dealing with an air sign. And there could well be a lot of mental energy being shared at the moment. This is a sign of crisis. This is a card of crisis, and yet under this beautiful Saturn-like planet, this person is victorious. Their sword or their saber of light is much longer and more powerful, and doesn't even need to be raised in animosity, even though the other figures might seem to be staring you down with battle and tension. There's almost a peace here, a peace that you know you've been victorious. Perhaps you've won an argument, not by violence and hurtful insults, but just through reasoned clarity of mind, speaking your truth, seeing your truth, and letting it be shared, which is obviously the energy of the throat chakra. Your fourth card from the Patch Tarot, suffering, 3 of Swords, heartbreak. So, all air. A younger air sign has done this to you, Taurus, I believe. Not necessarily a female. It's the Princess of Swords, but you have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra here. All 3 represented. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Brought together at the beginning with the creation or creativeness of this Princess of Air, a younger air sign who's done you wrong. They've manifested some mischief in your life. Betrayal, lies, deception, walking away, leaving you heartbroken in the 3 of Swords. You have Saturn in the 3 of Swords, and Saturn is your planet here. So this is you suffering, I believe, Taurus. So perhaps it wasn't a Libra. I believe this was your energy. let it resonate as it does. So that leaves a Gemini and an Aquarius. The Gemini represents confusion between two elements, two energies, two choices, which leaves Aquarius having caused the crisis. That's my interpretation of it. And you have the 3, the 7, and the 8 of Swords. I mean, that is definitely transition. That is moving through this hard, painful energy. The 3 of Heartbreak came first. The crisis of the 7 of Swords under the moon of Aquarius. And now you're left in this sense of confusion, maybe. How to move forward, whether to accept their apology, if there is an apology coming forward, whether to stay with this person, whether to walk away. It feels like there's a choice, but it feels like there's a stuckness there because there's swords in front of you that you can't seem to move forward. There are swords in the background, but they're almost more ethereal. They're more ghostly now. They're behind you. They no longer are stabbing you in the back or in the heart or facing you down like this crisis here. And if you were to take your hands off your ears, stop going la, 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 you'd be able to take those swords out of the ground and move forward. Move forward out of confusion, into the light. I know it's not hard, it's not easy to do that. When you feel like you've been stabbed every which way, and you feel like you're surrounded by enemies. That's some full-on energies there for you, Taurus. Let's see what the Tarot Nefertari have to say in clarity for you. I know there's good coming. The first sign you have is the Lovers. Beautiful Lovers. Number 6, sign of victory. Victory in love, victory in union, a divine union. It sits under the Princess of Swords. You know, sometimes the people that hurt us the most are the ones that we love the most. Sometimes it's not just a simple situation of walking away. Perhaps sometimes there's family to think about. But this could well be new love coming to you, waiting for you to gently let that healing happen to your heart and your soul and your mind and your body. And then this is waiting on the other side. Beautiful. The next card you have. Hello there. Taurus Sun, Taurus Mercury, Gemini Ascendant. Hello. Beautiful. You have the 10 of Swords. These swords are really here, aren't they, today, Taurus? You've been going through it. And it sits under the suffering of heartbreak. But you know that 10s are completion. 10s are the ending of a cycle, the ending of pain, the ending to this heartbreak. So this energy has done a number on you. I know that. I can see that. Let's try and find out who these lovers are represented by. I feel like this painful time is really, it's peaked and now it's tailing off. You're coming out of confusion. Confusion is the last energy on the top layer. You have the King of Pentacles, Leo energy, Earth energy. So this is you, Taurus, or it's an Aries or a Leo. He has a beautiful pentacle, a gift of the universe. I like that. And he's looking at the Lovers. And the last card you have is the Seven of Cups. Here's all that beautiful emotion and love, happiness energy, joyful energy, sharing your cup with another. Lots of cups, lots of emotion, lots of flowers and plants and berries and wine. Time of celebration is coming. The Lovers, the King of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. So you could be dealing with a water sign. You could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. I definitely think this is new energy coming in. I think you're done with this air energy. You know that you can't really, you certainly cannot stand for this any longer. You are going to make it very clear to whoever this person is that A, they've done as much as they can possibly do to you. You are war hardened, world weary of this bullshit now. So whether you choose to keep them in your life or not, you're going to set them straight. You're going to show them that you now bring the 10 of Swords. You bring the end to this pain. You bring healing to the situation. You may even find in your heart to forgive them. And I don't mean for a second that what they have done is right or that can be atoned just like that, but actually to forgive is to let go of that pain. Don't hold on. Don't sit there and dwell on what could have been, woulda, coulda, shoulda, you know, because there's love here. And only when healing is done, only when you are open to the universal divine gifts, can this love come in. This love between an earth sign and a water sign. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio is water. Leo, Aries, Sag is fire. Why did I say that? Because it's earth. Probably because of the Lovers. The Lovers is why I talk about fire. Passion. You could be dealing with a fire sign. Maybe that's why that came through. You know best, Taurus. You know best who this is for. This beautiful gift. These beautiful people coming together in beautiful harmony. This is where you deserve to be now. This is all for you. You've come through the war. You're a warrior. But don't let your heart close to this. Don't feel like you can't take any more. Because with love comes pain. We know that. We know that going in. But keep your heart light. Keep your fears at bay. When people hurt you, it's not anything to do with you. It's because of them. It's their trauma, their insecurity, their weakness, their dark night of the soul that they're going through. That's why they lash out. That's why they cause pain to others. Because actually they're the ones that aren't coping. So remember that. Don't you dare blame yourself. I mean, yes, we have to take responsibility for the part that we play in every journey. Nothing is one-sided. But in all your actions now, try and act from the heart, act with forgiveness and love, and don't carry around that pain or that blame, because it doesn't serve you anymore. And it's time to let that go in this karmic clearing cycle of the 12 moon portal. Oh. You say you don't believe in love, CJ444, but I think you do. I think you do. Deep down, I know you've been hurt, but you wouldn't be here listening to me reading your tarot if you didn't really believe in love. There wasn't a little glimmer of that gemstone in your heart. It's just ready to be lighted up again, lit up again. Let that light in. See all this golden light. Focus on this. Don't focus on the past. Stay in the present. Enjoy the celebration. Enjoy the feeling of being single as well. Like, it's an amazing opportunity to be. It's an amazing opportunity to find strength in ourselves, stand on our own 2 feet. Because really only then, when we're fully whole, can we let someone else in. Can we let that love in? And you know, this Pentacles here, this could be strength in your career. You know, Pentacles represent career, finance, home, stability. This is abundance. Abundance in life, creation. So, you know, these could also represent huge abundance surrounding you now. Helping you build yourself back up again, mend your heart, heal your soul. And then this will come back. This lover's energy is always here waiting for us all. Whew, that was really strong energy. Let us see what oh my goodness. Your first chakra healing card is enlightenment. This is the solar plexus chakra, finding our courage, our willpower, feeling empowered. You see the way this child is opening their heart, opening their arms to the great spirit of the universe, opening their heart for love, allowing the sunshine, the rays of the sun to penetrate their heart chakra. The sun represents twin flames, so does the lovers. But self-love is the most important place to start. And the inner child is the one that needs to be nurtured, to be cared for. So don't close your heart. Don't close the heart of your inner child. Nourish them, care for them, pick them up and show them the light. Stand in the sunlight. And I mean physically, go out and stand in the sunlight and put your hand on your heart and give thanks and grace, gratitude for being alive, for being here, still standing after the war. You've seen the truth, you are enlightened. Now it is time for the next step of your journey. And your animal spirit card to crown your reading. Wow, that's amazing. It is the gull, the bird of air, reminding us that not all air energy is to be thrown out. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Air energy is important. It helps lift us up, helps us see further, helps us to enlightenment. It is the mental energy, manifestation, clarity, strength of mind, strength of self. I love this energy in this card. You have the gull, you have the seashell, you have the jellyfish, you have this water spirit, and you have the sun. You have all the elements here dashed into the water with the ether spirit of energy. This is prosperity, abundance, having faith, remembering that there's always love, there's always light, even in the darkness, there's beauty. Let's read your card. Gull. The gull symbolizes water, creation, emotions. The gull, a creature of the sea and sky, symbolically links the lower earthly world and the upper world of the spirit. It is also a symbol of unrestrained emotion. In a Northwest Native American legend, an angry gull kills a raven, one of the most powerful totems that had invaded the gull's beach. A great war between ravens and gulls for dominion of the beach ensues. In the end, the gull is subdued and the two birds share power over the shore. I love that, they harmonized. In the painting, the gull appears along with a nautilus mollusk and the image of Amphitrite, the ancient Greek sea goddess who governs the emotions. The gull, nautilus, and goddess are all associated with water, the primordial element of creation and life. That's so beautiful. There's even like the spires of a castle here. Perhaps the mermaid's underwater world. Perhaps the underwater world of your emotions. The aqua kingdom that awaits you, blessed under this beautiful sunset. Every color of the chakras is held here, especially the blue of the throat chakra and the indigo of the third eye chakra, representing enlightenment. So this is a time for you to speak your truth. Be honest with these people that have hurt you. Don't stand in silence and let it continue. But find the words that you need to say. Go within, let your enlightenment of your third eye and your solar plexus chakra give you the courage and the foresight to see further into this situation and remember that these people are broken themselves. If they bring this much pain to others, they must have a lot of trauma and a lot of karma that they're dealing with. So remember that, and don't you dare take any blame, any pain, any fear or worry forward. Only positivity, and stand in that sunlight and be glad to be alive. Your healing will come. Your healing has started. Your healing is here. And there is love waiting on the horizon. I think that's just the most beautiful resolution to a sad time. So think about maybe getting hold of some tiger's eye, Taurus. Allow it to embolden your solar plexus chakra. that chakra that sits at the base of our rib cage and allows us empowerment, courage, and willpower and confidence to stand beautifully, happy and independent, alone, but not lonely, because you have the abundance of the universe surrounding you, and I think a lot of love on its way. So my dear Taurus, thank you so much for sharing your energy in this reading. Thank you for the beautiful comments. Thank you for liking this video. Please do like it while you take the moment. Before you move on, allow your comments, your subscribes, your shares to circulate this energy with the collective. I believe there are more that need to feel this energy and hear these messages. So pass along the love, please. And take good care of yourselves in this beautiful moon portal as we move towards the lunar eclipse on the 10th of January. Give thanks and gratitude and healing for being alive to see it. That we are all here together in this beautiful new journey of 2020 through the Saturn-Pluto corridor. Karma is almost over, almost cleared, and there is only healing and light and love on the way. So I send you my love, my light, my healing. This is Sasha. Until next time, Taurus. Thank you and namaste.